Hello everybody, hello, how are we doing? Hope you're doing okay. Hello. Wow, look at me, actually streaming 2 days in a row. That hasn't happened in what, 2 months? I mean, I've been meaning to stream. You know I've been meaning to stream. I've said this so many times. My health has been down the drain, and like Christmas happened. Anyway, I told you, I'd be back. Hi, hello, Multi. How are you? Um, what happened last time? We should probably review what happened last time. Oh, okay. So last time, Officer Georgie was having a breakdown about ghosts and the fact that he's kind of low-key scared of them, and then Riona came, who is a ghost. But I think Riona came after Georgie left. Well, okay, Riona's a banshee, so I don't know if it really counts. Because Officer Georgie doesn't seem scared of Riona, it's just like, I don't know. Anyway, so Riona came, and she was like, this whole thing about picking Lucas up in the middle of the night and spending time with him till like 5 AM, and that's great, right? That means the ship is sailing, surely. And me coping about my ship sailing, that also happened. Yeah. Anyways, how are we all? I hope we're doing okay. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yes, I also don't think I am. I think everything is fine. It's because something always goes wrong at the start of a stream, and if nothing goes wrong, then I feel like I'm forgetting something. So I guess we'll just find out in that regard. But anyway, I'm happy to just get started, you know. Hello. You seem to be slightly off screen. Oh hey, we have a teddy bear. Well, that's adorable. Hey. Oh, what are we doing? Are we just like daydreaming? Are we dozing off? Are we, what's happening here? A little bit tired, but I'm marching on. Aw. Well, I hope you get the chance to take a break soon. I know the natural response is, okay, we'll go rest, but that's easier said than done. People have responsibilities, so I would say, please try to schedule a break at your closest convenience. Knock knock, anyone there? Mr. Bailey's, hi. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you come in. How are you tonight? I'm alright, but you look pretty distracted. A penny for your thoughts? Ah, you can have them for free. I was just pondering the hidden side of things, how different the world is under the surface compared to what we think it is. Nothing and no one is exactly what they appear to be. That's too much for this evening, bro. Funny, I was having a similar thought on my way here. Will do. Good. I'm not ready for such in-depth thought, guys. I can't lie. I've had a pretty chill day today. I'm vibing. Like, we could just not talk about the meaning of the world. Also, how is my mic? I think it should be okay. It's not cutting out like it used to, is it? Yeah, let me move it slightly closer at least. I do believe I solved that problem a little bit ago, but I just wanted to make sure. I guess now that we spend so much time on social media, people believe we can be summed up in a picture or a sentence. Yeah, I mean, I kind of disagree. People don't believe that. I think that's like, people get a general impression, and then if you actually know somebody in real life, like on social media, yes, you get the general sense of a person, but you do not get the in-depth sense of the person. But in real life, I think people still see the in-depth side of people, if that makes sense. Seems fine to me. Yippee. No scuff. Oh, no scuff. It's never happened before. But it's not like that. It's not that easy to know someone. Even if that someone is yourself. Especially if that someone is yourself. Bro, knowing yourself is like life's biggest, it's like life's #1 journey, if that makes sense. I think, in my opinion at least, I think knowing yourself and then finding happiness living in the world is like just everybody's path or journey. I don't know, that's like the one thing that everybody has in common. Sounds like we agree on this. We sure do. And it's been on my mind a lot for the past few days. I think, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Bailey's a posher voice to distinguish it from my own. Because I'm just speaking in my own voice for him. And obviously I've got to give them voices. Does that have anything to do with your wedding with Miss Lua? Got it in one. We're gonna try at least, okay? A lot of things from that front. A few days ago, we decided to take on some time apart, I think. He doesn't look like he would speak Posh, but because he's a high elf, like, he realistically would, right? No, I don't mean like that. It wasn't a breakup, or even a break. Oof. We've been through so much. There's no walking back on our relationship now. But sometimes you're together. Sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture, you know? I think I see what you mean. I'm gonna be so for real, I have no idea what you mean. So we decided to give each other a little bit of space and figure out what we really want out of our wedding. And more importantly, out of our marriage. Okay, sounds reasonable to me. I see. Have you made any progress on that front? Okay, so it's less talking about things together and more deciding on your own and then coming back together to talk about it. I get it. Do you want the short version or the long version? I'm always here for the full story. Alright then, I'm going to tell you everything. This is not the voice I should be giving Bailey's, it's not clicking. I think maybe just a higher pitched voice than my own. I don't know. But I think I should order first. But not quite as energetic as like Luca, for example, though. Sure thing. What can I make you for tonight? I'm not feeling fuzzy. Anything warm would do. Fussy, sorry. So, anything really. Makes sense. What about some herbal tea then? Hibiscus? Butterfly pea? Butterfly or... oh my gosh. Butterfly pea or hibiscus sounds great. With milk and honey, please. Homie said he's not picky and then proceeds to be picky. Aye. Okay. Let's see what ones we have and which ones we want to get. We are missing 2 of these, and we're missing 1 of these, so we'll do with the hibiscus recipe. Have we already got hibiscus milk honey? Okay, what about this? Blue pea milk honey. Oh, we've already got both of these recipes, so it honestly doesn't matter. Which one was Bailey's like? Sweetheart latte or dreaming blue? I mean, you know we've got to give him the sweetheart latte. I mean, that's like his whole thing, right? He's in love. Do we have an item to give? I don't think so. Oh, Rihanna. This is for Georgie, I think. So not that. Let's latte out this thing. You ready? let's do a love heart. So how are we gonna do this? Wait, okay, so it's going down. So what we're gonna do start off nice and slow like this. Wait. No. Okay, we gotta start off a bit more like this, yeah, and then make it bigger like this. It looks like a thing, okay? It looks like a thing. It'll do. It looks like the best thing I've ever done. It looks like a flower, okay? It looks like a flower. It's the best latte art I've ever done on this game, so we're gonna take it and roll with it. Here you go. I hope you like it. Thanks, Delta. This is so nice. It brings me way back. You know how I'm not really in touch with my family anymore? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Don't be. I don't even miss them most of the time. In the end, they're just some random bunch of people. And we don't have very much in common. It's good that you've learned that yourself, Mr. Baileys. It's good that you've learned that about yourself, Mr. Baileys, sorry. Yeah, but like, it's kind of true though. Like, everyone has a different relationship with their family, but at the end of the day, you still have to, like, in my opinion at least, you have to be friends with your parents in order to have a decent relationship with them. And by that, I mean you have to treat your parents as if they were your friend, especially like when you're an adult at least. Otherwise you're not going to have a relationship with them. You have to be interested in their interests, and they have to be interested in your interests. And you have to make time to spend together. Like, literally like you would treat a friend, and in my opinion at least, that's the way that I found that I have a good relationship with my parents. Because even with friends, you don't agree on everything. You don't agree on everything with your parents. You don't agree with everything on your friends. You know? Like, you fall out with your friends, you fall out with your parents. So literally, if you just treat them like a friend, then in my opinion at least, the relationship is better off. I don't know, you know what I mean. Anyway. I think so too. There's just one oh, this is Bailey's, oops. There is just one person I miss, but I've been missing her for a while now. Ah, someone who passed away, I'm guessing. Exactly. It's hot on again, Delta. I used to have a very close relationship with my great-great-aunt. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. I still remember my bones how that made me feel. The fear that one of them or both of them would walk away and abandon me. A bit ironic in hindsight, but then it was many years ago. Yeah, it's quite normal for a little child to care about their parents, no matter who they are or how they behave. That's true. Anyway, I'd spent almost all my evening curled up in a ball inside my room, trying hard not to listen to all the shouting. Except when my gran came to visit. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, mind you. I'm at work, so you're muted, but giving those watch hours, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, I hope you're doing well. Wait, you're muted. You won't be able to answer that, never mind. Elven High Society is amazing at keeping up appearances, except in front of family. But she got how it made me feel, so she went out of her way to take the sting out of it. She would keep me company and bring me a cup of herbal tea, with milk and honey in it. Drinking this now with you, it feels a lot like family again. Aw, shucks. I don't know what to say to that. We ain't that close, but that's sweet though. It's still sweet. I don't think he meant it in like a weird way. Like, what I'm trying to say is, I don't think he thinks that we have a deep relationship. I just think he's reminiscing nicely. Sounds like she was a perspective person. She truly was the best of them, until she got sick. Oh no, how did that happen? I thought elves don't get sick. Ah, see, that's a part of the elven disinformation. Elves don't get sick with your little run-of-the-mill colds, but they do get big, bad diseases like everyone else. And it's not uncommon for us to die from them. Except there's this assumption in elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you'll pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say most of the time when someone dies. Incidentally, that also means that they need to pretend everything is fine until the very last moment. So that's what they did to my aunt. They basically shut her in during the last few weeks. Oh god, that's horrible. No. This is that. I don't like that. That sounds really awful. I did manage to visit her, and she put on a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. But then, she wasn't very happy before that either. At least she had you. It must have been a little consolation, but yes, I'm glad I was able to be with her. I wonder if they don't do medicine for elves. If they believe themselves higher than all of that, then I wonder if they refuse to try medications and stuff, because they're like, well, you just haven't lived the correct kind of life. It's your own fault, really. And they wouldn't stoop down to that level, quote unquote. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure she would have hated that for me. A little part of me hopes that she's proud of me right now. I'm certain she would be. Thanks, Delta. Here you are, letting me blab on again. Well, that is the purpose of this coffee shop. I mean, we must be doing a good job, you know. That's more than fine, but do you think growing up among the conflict may explain why things are, well, a bit difficult to work out sometimes between you and Lua? Yeah, I definitely think that's a part of it. In fact, who is it? Wasn't expecting you to. I was expecting literally anybody else, frankly. I was expecting literally anybody else. But here we are. Wait, okay. Bailey's gonna see the brother-sister relationship between these two and be like, whoa, I get it now. No, I don't know. Anyway, one sec. I'm just gonna have a sip of my drink. Talking about drinks, I meant to try to make one of the drinks yesterday, or like yesterday evening, but also at some point today, but I honestly forgot. So maybe I make one of the drinks after this stream. What are we thinking? Not this, definitely not that. Ah, cafe latte. That's the one. What time is it? Oh yeah, I could have a coffee. I'm gonna finish at like what? 7:30, 8. Like I could have a coffee at that time. At least if it's in the 7th. Maybe if it's like 8 or past 8, maybe not. But if it's in the 7th, I could have a coffee. Tea lemon. Tea milk cinnamon. I'm not sure I'm feeling that though. Am I pausing this entire story just so I can choose what drink to make myself this evening? Yes I am. Oh, I should have made this for hecking Christmas. It's too late now. Plus, it actually doesn't sound that nice. Like, you'd have to go out of your way to make this drink. Matcha or green tea latte do sound good, but I haven't got matcha. I have green tea, but you need matcha to make matcha and a green tea latte. Hot chocolate, maybe. I'm not a big chocolatey fan, but it's possible. I think I've tried this one before. Chocolate milk ginger. I don't think I have ginger. Nothing wrong with a little belated Christmas celebrating. That is true. That is true. Milk, ginger, honey. I'm not sure I have ginger to make a ginger drink, you know, and I certainly don't have hibiscus, and I certainly don't have blue tea. So, what's the plan? What am I gonna do? Ooh, coffee, honey, milk. Okay, I guess I've chosen. We're gonna make a bean buzzin'. Oh, a bean buzzy, sorry. Realistically, okay, so I got a milk frother for Christmas. I think I've said this like 5 times now. I'm very happy about it. So it looks like just a regular latte, but with honey. So, and then some honey drizzle on top. I might, if I manage to make it look half decent, I'll post it in the Discord after this. But if it doesn't look decent, I won't post it. This is also an option from tomorrow. I just don't fancy it right now. I'm not sure I fancy lemon this late into the evening. Good evening. Oh, Amanda. Whoops. Yep, okay. Hi, Delta. And hi. I don't think we've met before. I'm Silver. I'm Bailey's. Nice to meet you. I'm guessing you're Amanda. We are, but you do not appear to be a hive. How did you... Lua told me she ran into you a week or so ago. Oh yeah. Amanda is somebody you would tell somebody about, that's true. Ah, the night earthling we met on our first night here. Satisfactory explanation. And so, are you her date? I'm a little more than that. I'm her fiance. Okay, buddy, okay. Just say yes, you're her date. Truly? Fiance is a successful outcome of dates with a 0.013p probability. Congratulations on your excellent odds actualization. Thank you. Now, Cafe Offspring, we are wishing for a drink. Cafe Offspring? How did you acquire that new title? Oh no. No. Nothing. No, I'm not an alien. What? No. Alright, sounds like something I shouldn't prod too hard. Never mind me. I don't know why I found that so funny, holy. Are you about to order, Amanda? We were. And what we wish for is a memorable parting experience. Oh, I expect something like that. I didn't. No, Amanda, don't go. I should probably, like, move myself a little bit. Just like a little bit. Just like, here. Is here good? Here is fine. That is accurate. I take it you've completed your research on Earth. Almost. We are quite satisfied with the outcome of our missions. Interesting. That sounds like there's a story there. But first, tell me, what sort of experience are you after? We wish to have something that has never been had before. It's time to get creative then. Yes, take care not to reuse any ingredient you have served to us in the past. Right. Looks like we do get to make a new drink after all. We are heavily missing the milk drinks. But also we have loads of drinks. We could finish off the blue pea, since that's like the one that we've most completed. Honestly, I fancy making a milk drink. Let's try. Oh, there's just so many options. So many options. That wasn't one of the so many options. That was actually just not one of the options. I have so many options and I managed to not do any option actually. How is that not a drink? That is literally a drink with every other flavor combination. Milk, cinnamon, honey, that sounds like it could be something. So I'm guessing Peep to the far right is an alien. No, what? No, really? Sorry, yes. Oh. Wait, what did I make? Milk, cinnamon and honey. Bed jam. Does not seem very important right now. We wonder why that is the case. Are you maybe getting a little emotional, Amanda? Wait, what? The novelty coefficient does not clear the expected parameters. Does that mean I didn't serve her a good enough creative drink? Am I gonna have to go back? We do not wish to discuss this. Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no more trouble. Ah, that one was quite close actually. We had a little brushing with the authorities, you see. Yeah, Lua mentioned that. He made her really angry. She was still seething when she came home that night. Ah, please tell her I'm grateful for that. Well, the agent kept looking into things, and even after his second visit here, I need to try to give him, like, more of a... Like, I know he's not talking like an alien anymore, but I still think he'd have some alien twang in. Okay, never mind, forget what I just said. But that's where your help really came in handy, Delta. My help? Yes, the card that you got off the agent. We asked for help from an associate to run it through the mind you call computer. Once the contents of the card had been unveiled, we analysed the language of its communication, which is quite an interesting mix, if we may say so. It is roughly 60.0923% syntax and 39.9077% mathematics. We then led the polynomial and time attack on its encryption, expressing the ciphertext as the point is, Amanda managed to get into the fire system. Oh, okay. Is she... off? Why is there a B and an F together? What? Obfuscated all mentions of any of us or save beyond recognition. And some totally legitimate orders came in to send the agent to Europe on an urgent mission, which should last more long enough for him to forget about us. Well, that sounds incredible. It does sound thrilling, and very illegal, but we're going to brush past that part. It was a very simple matter of applying hive knowledge. Be that as it may, that's great work, Amanda. We are pleased. Amanda is amazing. But let's not forget who got the card in the first place. You really helped us there, Delta. Thank you. I'm very glad to hear that. I'm very relieved. Complete Amanda good story arc. Let's go. We just got an achievement for completing the good story arc. I'm assuming the bad story arc is if we kept hold of his name card. Oh my goodness. I kind of want to know how that goes now, I can't lie. Yes, we have thought on it for a while and we have decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. Not if it makes our siblings so sad. Huh? Okay, sure. You've really gotten the hang of emotions now, haven't you, Amanda? Thank you, Offspring. If that is the case, we are content. That means our mission is well and truly accomplished. Did you come here specifically to pick up Earthling emotions? No, we came here for the purpose of general Earthling research. But it appears to us now that emotions are one of its more interesting aspects. We will be submitting a You call it academic paper. Uncontrolled stimuli and reflective neural patterns, deep-level communication in hive versus non-hive species. Wow, that's how you look at serious research. I don't even understand the title. Amanda always has the brains of the family. That wasn't your only mission though, Amanda, right? If you're leaving, does that mean... Silver finally got a date, wait. Yes, Pearl and I did go out on a date. Right, you're looking for love, aren't you? I am? I was, I think. I think I may have found it. Wait, wasn't on that first date a really short time ago? Just a couple of days. But I've been waiting a while and I really think this is it. When I took up the mission from the hive, when I came to Earth, and during this entire process when I changed and changed, what I was hoping was that someone would see me for who I am. And I really think she does. That's so great. But I'm curious, doesn't being in a hive provide that experience of feeling seen? I just really hope that he's not, like, how do I say? You know when you're like getting attached to something which is like in the very early stages. You're getting attached to somebody in the very early stages of a relationship. I forgot the word, but I just hope that's not happening. I hope that they're like... I hope this works out for him, is what I'll say. It does and it does not. Oh, I need to move myself again, my bad. And in fact, we hope that is something our research might improve. The hive sees thoughts and desires honestly, but it is not able to communicate the reasons for those desires, the emotions as it were. We do not dwell on those, nor will we start to do so in excess. But it seems to us now that they may be worth conveying, at least to some extent. Yeah, what Amanda said is part of it. I was very unaware of my emotions when I first came to Earth, and I was really bad at communicating them clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It will always be harder for me to grasp them than for most people. But when I started to understand though, I was both fascinated and scared. Which is not an uncommon experience, I think. It's really not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions honestly. That's true. Yeah, being introspective sucks, by the way. Like, some people just do not think about themselves or their own emotions at all, and sometimes I envy that, because I'm somebody that, like, really values knowing myself inside and out, and that includes, you know, like, knowing my own feelings and, like, why I'm feeling things. Even if I'm like, I'm feeling this because of this, and it's like, I know how to stop feeling this, or like, I can like logic my way through things, but at the end of the day, as like for very introspective people like myself, at the end of the day, sometimes you're just kind of stuck with an emotion until it goes away. Like, you can logic your way through it all you want, you can, because when you know yourself so well, you know exactly how you would stop feeling things, or like what you could do to stop feeling something, or like why you're even feeling this thing in the first place. And you can logic your way through it all you want, but at the end of the day, sometimes emotions are just emotions, and they just kind of are there until they die down. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. And even more time to find someone who can look at them with you. Not get scared and take them as they are. Someone who can see you clearly and kindly. It's a precious thing when that happens, huh? A rare and beautiful thing. Has that been your experience with Lua? It definitely has. I almost forgot how much it mattered too. I'm lucky that I have good friends who remind me of that. Does that mean you and Lua found some answers? Oh, the heck with it. I can't hold my tongue any longer. I'm sorry to interrupt your goodbyes, you guys, but Delta, I'd like to officially invite you to a little surprise ceremony, which will take place in 3 days, hence. What? That's some answers indeed. Yeah. Taking a little time to think really cleared up our heads. We had gotten bogged down in the details, and in our own insecurities, to be honest. So we decided to make it simple again. No fuss, no massive expense, nothing like that. Just us and our closest family members. Whether we got them at birth or chose them ourselves. I'm very touched, Mr. Baileys. Oh, come on, Delta. You know you mean a lot to the two of us, as does this place. Speaking of which, I also have Hyde's invitation here. Especially, aww, cute. Oh my gosh, I bet that's how the game ends. Be invited to Lou and Bailey's wedding, yay. Oh, that's adorable. Wait, does that mean that we're nearing the end of the game? I kind of wasn't expecting that. Well, hiding Gal's invitation, seeing that's his obvious +1. That's true. Would you give it to them when you see them? It would be an honor. Silver, Amanda, I don't have a card for you, but you're in the cafe family as well, so I'm sure Lou won't mind. Would you like to join us for the party? A party? My voice cried then, holy. This is our first experience being invited to a party. It is 99.999% pleasant, and 0.001% disappointing that we have to refuse. Yes, I truly appreciate the offer, Baileys, but sadly we're leaving Seattle tomorrow. Really? That's more sudden than I expected. Are you going back to space then, Amanda? Not yet. We are going on an adventure. That sounds very exciting. It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip through the country. And maybe even a bit further, if we've got time. We're basically going to be tourists. Tourist is such a fascinating concept. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it hard to comprehend. We always thought that travelling must have a mission, a purpose. But it seems that tourism is travelling with no other purpose than travelling. Which is, in essence, circular reasoning. Well, it may well be, but it's a lot of fun. In fact, I'd say that the real purpose of tourism, to have fun, to relax and to see beautiful things. To enjoy life, you know? Enjoyment as a purpose. That is new to us, but we are 99.999% excited to try it out. It's so cute. I know. It's just happy vibes today, isn't it? It's just happy vibes. And so am I. I've never been out of Seattle since I arrived. I guess I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to blend in, that I would have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, Delta, that I always have a place to return to when I feel at home, well, it makes me a lot less nervous. I'm very happy to hear that. I think I should order a drink. Of course, what can I make you? I'd like to reflect the spirit of our upcoming adventure, but I'm also in the mood for something sweet and soothing. So, sweet and soothing, but with an adventurous kick. That's exactly right. And how about some hot chocolate with something extra to make it fun? Ah, I'd love that. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and spice would be amazing. Boom, boom, a boom. Oh no, it needed to be honey. Oops, I meant to press the honey, sorry. Try again, try again. Boom, boom, boom. You guys can't see it. Look, it's a little spaceship. A little guy. A little, like, I'm assuming Neil, Amanda. Can somebody tell me what this is? I'm not blocking any of it. Look. This surely translates into something. It's adorable. I love it. Here is a 299.792.458 for a light speed travel. Oh, is it the speed of light by any chance? Oh, we like this name. It is evocative and adventurous. Evocative? Yes, the speed of light, not evocative of great adventures. The speed of light, oh wow. Way to target your audience, Delta. Thank you. But do you like the taste, Silver? I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. I got the spicy kick of ginger to start, which keeps you on your toes, but then the honey makes it sweet and comfortable. In fact, it reminds me of you, Amanda. How does a taste remind you of us? I guess he's saying you're sweet, but with a strong character as well. That's about right. We do not entirely comprehend it, and yet, we are pleased. It's so cute, bro. Well, that's settled then. Whenever you miss Amanda, Silver, you can come here and I'll make you this drink. I'd like that. Thank you, Delta. What the heck? Whoa, careful there. You don't want to spill a drink and enjoy it this much. Ah, you're right. I'm just so excited I can barely sit still. I can imagine the first trip across the country is a big deal. It is, but that's not the only reason I'm excited. What? Okay, that was quite a dramatic pause. I really want to know what you're doing to say now. You guys seem to lead very interesting lives. Oh, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person. With a secret society and an alien background. Yeah, real boring, buddy. Real boring. It's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual, but this particular thing is very commonplace. I'm pregnant? What are you about to say, bro? Our sibling is excited because his date will be joining us. Oh, okay. And in fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on her lack of facial symmetry. Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left to right, we agree with her movie analysis 99.999%. Oh wow, hold on. Amanda, you have met Pearl, and you talked about movies, and now she's joining you two on holiday. How did any of that happen? Well, that's adorable. We watched Orc Westerns all together last night. Sorry. Pearl likes them a lot as well. You don't exactly sound thrilled. Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas. I see. Learning couple compromises the hard way. I suppose so. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's met Amanda and that they get along. Does that mean she knows where you're from, Silver? She does. In fact, I told her about it on our first date. Holy, on our first date, damn. Well, that's very brave. It's very hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances. To reveal something so vulnerable to someone you've just met, and starting to like. That takes guts. You're very kind, but I don't think so. To be honest, I hadn't planned it that way. Although I have always felt safe here with all the regulars, I know that not everyone would be open-minded about me. And so I wasn't sure I'd say anything to Pearl that night. And that's how you know Pearl's a keeper. That is true, that is true. Pearl's definitely a keeper after meeting Amanda and knowing they're from space. Knowing they're aliens. But as we were talking, I'm happy to learn about her, about who she is. And I realised that I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. My past is a part of me. If my goal is to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. And in the end, that was the right decision. I've high-key just given Neil my voice, by the way. I don't know what to do for him. He seems like the kind of guy that would have my voice, you know what I mean? Well, I will say that if she's heard your story, and that changed how she viewed you, she wouldn't have been worth your time anyway. That's fair. But still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot. The truth is, and this may be a bit strange to say, but I think I'm proud of who I've become. And I want the people I love to be proud of me too. What is proud? Proud is... For yourself, I think it's when you start to be satisfied with what you're achieving. Especially if you have to fight to get there. And for others, it's when you think of someone you care about, consider who they are and the way they're acting, and it just fills you with joy. Ah, we see. Then we are definitely proud of you. Oh, it's so cute. Ay. You two are a really sweet family. And so are you, Miss Lua, Mr. Baileys. True chosen families can also rock. Yes, when we met Pearl, we came to a conclusion. There is no difference in nature or expression between a family you are born with and a family you acquire by choice. Both demand work and understanding. There may be minute differences in specific processes, but the bond appears to be 99.999% similar in the end. So it is. Well, we should probably get going. Yes, we must go back. First time I see someone get excited about that specific part. What Amanda really means is that I must pack, while she analyses the earthling ritual of folding shirts, rolling up socks, and so on. Precisely, this is further information for our research. We are thrilled. Good luck, Silver. Indeed. It's just so cute, bro. It's got all the happy what's the word? I was gonna say happy juices, but I don't think juices is the correct word. It's I don't know. Anyway, it's very happy. It's yeah. Do you enjoy your trip, both of you? Oh, do enjoy your trip, both of you. I hope you'll tell us all about it when you're back, Silver. I will. Good night, you two then. Hasta la vista, strangers. Huh? She just finger gunned and said hasta la vista. I'm dead. Or questions. Aha, bye to you too. That was so cute. Happy vibes? Yeah, it's got all the happy vibes. It's just like... not put me in a good mood, because I was already in a perfectly fine mood, but just like... I feel all, what's the word? Like, aww, like, sweet inside, you know what I mean? There's never a dull moment in your cafe, Delta. I try. Speaking of which, would you like to hold some party or after party for your wedding here. I know it's not a very large space, but perhaps whether we'd like it, we'd love it. Honestly, I didn't want to impose, but there's no place that could be a better fit. And I don't mind that it's not very large. It's going to be a small, cozy wedding. So this is perfect. It's settled then. Bro, my smile muscles are hurting. I haven't smiled this much for a while. Ay, ay, ay. Lou is going to be over the moon when I tell her. In fact, I'm going to go tell her right now. That's a very exciting prospect. It really is. Thanks again, Delta. You're like a guardian angel for us. And on that note, I am off. Good night. Good night to you too. More like a guardian hive mind. Good night, Mr. Baileys. It's so cute. Ay, ay, ay. Guardian, what now? Guardian hive mind. The main character is also an alien, like Neil and Amanda. That was something that was revealed at the very end of the first game, but they seem to be a particularly, like, powerful alien. Like, they have some control over time, I think, but, I'm not quite sure. Oh, yeah. It's interesting, it's really good. Anywho, what was I gonna say? Oh yes, okay, so, since we are apparently nearing the end of Coffee Talk, I'd imagine we have 3 more in-game days to finish. I could be wrong, but I'd assume that. I shall announce now that I'm going to be holding a karaoke. I think I said this during the outfit reveal stream, but I've finally settled on a date, which is like for the Epic the Musical karaoke. And it's going to be a really long stream. We're going to be singing the whole of Epic the Musical all the way through on stream as a karaoke. And it's taken a while because I have been recording all the other characters, because realistically I can't sing every single character because that would just be me going like la 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 la. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be playing 2 different characters at the same time and it would be confusing for me and everybody. And also I needed to record the harmonies and all that, and like the crewmates and yada yada. So it's taken a while, but it is very almost finished, and since this game is wrapping up, it feels like a great time. So what I'm going to say is, we'll try to wrap up Coffee Talk next week. So that is the Monday to Sunday. I know some people call next week this week for some reason. Like my dad, he would call it this week, even though it's like Sunday to Sunday, like he'd call a week, but I call it Monday to Sunday. I don't know. Anyway, we'll try to wrap up Coffee Talk next week, and then we will do the karaoke. I'm hoping on like a Monday, but obviously depending on if this game happens to carry on past that day, or like past that week, then we will see. But I'm gonna try my best. And I'm very excited for that. So I hope you guys are too. It's gonna be fun. The stream will probably start a bit earlier, maybe like no, to be fair, what time did I start stream today? Like 6-ish, like I think it was like 6:30-ish. So maybe actually it'll probably start at a very similar time, to be honest. I'm thinking about like when I would have dinner or like have something to eat. I don't know. Do I feel like singing at the top of my lungs at 7 p.m. when other people will probably buy. No, actually, okay, I might do it like midday instead then. Midday on a Monday or a Tuesday. Is that doable for people? Like, it's iffy. Maybe I'll make a poll in my Discord or something to see when people are available. But on that note, thank you very much for coming along if you did. Stay hydrated, and I'll see you next time. Well, I'm gonna go explore the Coffee Talk wiki after this. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I've got to go make the coffee drink. That's so true. I'm gonna go make the coffee drink, and if it turns out pretty, then I'll post it. Thank you very much for coming along if you did. Stay hydrated, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.